Blessings, everyone. Today, Spirit and the angels were very, very present. They were blending this morning and asking to bring a message. And so today I would love to share the Angel Guide Oracle by Kyle Gray. There is so much going on right now. There's the joy that's been brought through. We have so many visitors where I'm at in the United States from all over the world. There was a connection for a simple game of sport that brought people from all over the world together in a space of joy, and that was so much needed, and there was so much light. And they can see this, our loved ones that are in spirit on the other side. These are the connections that we need to make heart to heart, soul to soul, when we look in each other's eyes and stop letting governments of the world with their convoluted programming tell us otherwise. It's time that all of us step into our authenticity and connect directly. Let go of the stereotypes and the nonsense. It doesn't serve us anymore. And now that many are living from an open heart space, we want that. We want to connect and understand each other without judgment. And there are also with those that have experienced such heartache because there's devastation in our world as well. And they understand that we don't always comprehend why. But they want us to notice the balance of this, that in one breath, the world came together over a space of joy and a common ground. That cultures, religions, all of these things faded to the wayside, and we connected in a space of joy. So when there is such a travesty, when there is heartache and pain, things that occur in our world, natural disasters, that we can come together, that we're able to do this in a space of love, because we remember that connection. And so with that, first I would like to say thank you to Source for allowing me to be a medium of light. And as I blend with the angels, I ask them, please help bring a message for the highest good. Thank you. I'm so grateful. And first, I would like to shuffle. This one moves the energy into alignment with Source. The second moves the energy into the alignment of spirit and higher self. And then the third moves the alignment of energy into the soul. That beautiful expression of our higher self here that helps us with a personality and navigate through the lessons. And then, as I'm listening with the angels, I'm just blending with this energy. Oop, and one fell. And with that, I will take the one that falls. Honesty and communication. Today our energy, there's so much love blending with the angels. It's a symphony of light. I wish for one moment that I could just share this with everyone, even if they had 3 minutes of this open heart connection with the angelic realm, with their frequency, with their octaves of light, because if we knew this directly, we were open to this, it's always there for us, there would be such healing. So it's with great reverence and honor to share these messages in hopes that even just for a moment, it lifts the space as someone is listening with this. It gives them a breath. Honesty and communication. That's the message that came through earlier today that I just shared before this oracle. They ask us to remember when we are communicating, to do this from the heart space. They understand that some of us have to protect our energy because we feel as though we're navigating in very dense circumstances. But once we see the other side of that, they're encouraging us to let that go, to open the heart space. Once we recognize that there isn't that much difference when we're navigating from there, if we're using our intellect, if we're using the left brain, the logic, if we're being analytical, we will find a million things going on that are different when we're communicating with each other. But when we set that aside, like we did with the beautiful World Cup game, there is a resonance that begins. It's a continuity. It's a back and forth. It's an oscillation of energy from the heart space where we just focus on the common ground of connection, of healing, of the bond that we all really have been through so much on the journey already. And a lot of us are a little weary. But this doesn't pertain to any particular culture, religious sect, color of skin, sexual orientation, or gender. This has to do with the purity and the innocence. That when we look in someone else's eyes, that we feel is someone we've never met before, a complete stranger in our world. That just the fact that we both made it to that moment, no matter what happened before that moment, we're both there in that moment, that's enough. That's it. We're starting to recognize, as we let go of our own traumas and our own struggles and begin our journeys of healing, that there isn't anyone here at this point that isn't doing that. And it's time to have some joy. It's time to open up that heart space. It's time to not say, well, it's good now, but we know it's going to go bad soon, and always put that pretense into everything. We need to be able to surrender to that moment fully. Let the joy out. Let the innocence prevail, just even for a moment. So when we are connecting and we are communicating from this heart space, when we're being honest, that we don't have any former intentions other than what is in the moment, that it flows, that heart space opens and it reverberates back and forth and back and forth. We can see this clearly. We've seen it with our own experiences. We've seen it when we look at the internet, the joy that came over everyone. And this is possible so much further than just with a sports event. We have to bring this energy into healing each other. That we could celebrate each other's cultures. We could celebrate each other's different beautiful kaleidoscope assets. That's what they're saying, that all of us are a canvas. We're a kaleidoscope. And we make up the whole. We're a beautiful web. We're a painting, many colors, many textures, many ideas. And this should be set aside when we're communicating honestly. Not from that place of what do they want, or holding on to, I remember that this culture or this religion said this or that. That we can't let our defenses down. Defenses keep us in our own prison. There's a big difference between protecting our energy and feeding the dogma. And the angels are asking, let this be a representation of what is possible in our world. There are a lot of events that should have brought us together. Finally, the joy came through in a joyous event, but let us carry this. Let us carry this when there is devastation, when there are natural disasters. Don't turn a blind eye. Release the idea that I can't do anything, I can't make a difference. Trust that in the space of love, there isn't having to make a difference. It just is. And that on its own creates the miracles. We are the miracles. What we are asking for, what we're praying for, what we're trying to manifest, actualize, all of these things is already here within us. We just need to shift that energy. Stay together. And remember these moments when we start having doubt, fear. The angels are saying, remember the joy we shared when all of these cultures got together and laughed and played and connected and understood each other in ways that we have not, because we let them force feed us. The angels don't ask for anything other than us to listen. They're not asking for money. They're not asking for us any stipulations. There's no contracts in communicating. If we just be still and listen from that heart space, we'll begin to know and then understand. They're pulling their energy back. Thank you, everyone, for allowing me to share this message. Yes, the daily grind comes back. Yes. Certain things that we do here, working, taking care of our health, what we call the daily grind, will always come back, because there must be some sort of mastery, some sort of dedication to a task. We embody the physical as well as bringing through the spiritual. But we don't need to lose that balance now that we know what that joy is. Now that we've seen the connection, we've had the example, we can integrate that into everything. We can help each other. We can hold each other's hands and hearts. Much love, everyone, and beautiful blessings.